Yes, surely. Well, firstly, thank you, Emma, and good day, everybody. Um, I will certainly attempt to do all that. But the first question really is, uh, will new technology mean there are fewer disputes in the construction industry in the future? And I believe that on balance, it is likely that there will be fewer traditional disputes at least. So this will be pleasing to hear for all those members of the construction industry, but perhaps less so for the legal industry. But why is that? Well, it's because new technology like BIM, VR and AR, robots, 3D printing, etc., will improve productivity, efficiency and site safety. Okay, but how is this technology actually going to improve productivity, efficiency and safety? Well, on site, technologies such as robots, autonomous vehicles, 3D printers and drones can work 24 hours a day, increasing output, not become fatigued, maintaining better rates of productivity for longer, have the necessary skill set addressing any particular skill shortages, have a higher degree of accuracy, eliminating human errors and defects, thus improving efficiency with less free work. They can carry out tasks that are dangerous, improving site safety, and they can cooperate in all sorts of weather conditions, making sites less prone to weather delays. So along with BIM, VR and AR, management can also make better decisions with better data produced in real time and address issues earlier. And these decisions can also take account of historical as-built data and norms and actually improve communications and understanding between parties, avoiding disputes. Consequently, there'll be a greater certainty in delivering construction projects on time and to budget with less disputes. But I give a health warning there because employers will expect their projects to be delivered earlier. Turning to disputes and evidence, and in particular delay disputes, programs currently usually target the best case scenario rather than the most likely or realistic scenario, meaning projects can be orientated towards failure from the outset. However, technology will improve this perhaps hopeless optimism since it is based upon hard data improving the quality of programs and progress reporting. Now, currently when communicating with parties or tribunals, I often see programs like this saying, here's the critical path. Well, I consider these sorts of programs as unhelpful and really unintelligible to non-technical audiences as they clearly don't set out the critical path with clarity. In addition, people are bored by this sort of presentation, and a compelling presentation is more likely to be persuasive. And people also don't want to read everything, and they prefer to watch. But technology now means that programs can be presented in a more compelling way with the use of BIM, VR, AR, and video. So what is BIM? Well, BIM enables project teams to move through their construction project programs in an immersive virtual space, i.e. the structure or the site, seeing how works will develop before they actually occur on site. And BIM can provide a visualization for site teams ahead of the work to be carried out, making them more efficient when the work is done, provide the ability to detect physical clashes on site, as well as the ability to detect sequence clashes in programs. It allows proactive project management, reduces changes, produces data in real time, as well as the possibility of simulating alternative scenarios. And again, this should all reduce disputes between parties. And where disputes are unavoidable, assist tribunals in their understanding of complex construction issues. So with some more time, I would have shown you a 4D program visualization, but in the time available, I've shown here snapshots from 4D animations, which allow parties or tribunals to see what was actually happening at a particular point in time by reference to a 3D visualization of the project. For me, it brings the data to life and it's much more understandable. So this may mean the traditional role of a delay expert is going to be challenged, and they'll need to upskill and transform into visual communication experts. Nevertheless, it's important to note that construction expertise will still be required because a visual does not in itself identify a critical sequence of works. But are we actually going to solve problems and deliver projects more quickly without delay, or are we just going to document the car crash better? Well, technology is going to assist in avoiding historical issues that have plagued the construction industry, and I've provided a few examples here, but just speaking of one, the connected job site will mean contractors with, say, several sites in one city can communicate between sites in real time, sharing equipment that has not been used at one site that could be used at another, thereby improving productivity and efficiency at both sites. And again, this should lead to fewer disputes, but some disputes are unavoidable and will end up in front of a tribunal. And in this event, the quality of data should assist the tribunal's understanding, as they'll be able to review the project as if at site and at the time. As we've seen, the 4D models will allow the tribunal to actually visualize issues rather than have 2D drawings and flipping Gantt charts explained to them from a technical perspective. Indeed, technology should reduce the subjectivity of disputes, since we are approaching the time and we can sort of rewind the case to see what actually happened. Of course, a common criticism of new technology is rubbish in and equals rubbish out, as Julian referred to. Therefore, there'll still be a role for a delay expert to test the veracity of the evidence presented, but even here, real-time data can be leveraged to assist in checking what is claimed actually happened. Also, the volume of data or evidence to be considered is going to increase dramatically, and that volume of data will still need to be disentangled into simple presentations to assist tribunals. Indeed, as noted earlier, the delay expert is going to have to upskill to become a construction and technology savvy expert. And technology may also result in current delay analysis methodologies losing favour, as say retrospective analyses relying on what actually happened are preferred over prospective analyses. So in summary, the main benefits to the construction industry of accepting technology are likely to be an increase in productivity, efficiency and site safety, a greater certainty in delivering on time and with less cost, the production of evidence and dispute resolution, possibly avoiding some disputes, but assisting tribunals in their understanding. And Max Abraham famously said, a party to a dispute, particularly if there is an arbitration, will learn 3 lessons, often too late. The importance of records, the importance of records, and the importance of records. Well, now we have them. So all this technology will produce data from which we'll be able to make better decisions and provide better evidence in arbitration. So just very briefly, looking to the future, technology will mean the creation of new jobs, such as robotic managers and drone managers, or as I prefer to call them, drone rangers. It is likely to reduce the number of projects delayed. It's likely to impact the type of delay analysis carried out. It's likely to lead to more off-site work or prefabrication. And we're going to have the ability to rewind the case to see what actually happened. So therefore, the role of the delay expert will be challenged, and there will be a need to adopt IT skills to be able to assimilate and present to the court data in a clear, coherent manner. So delay experts will need to be visual communication experts. Thank you.